Mark, thanks for joining me today.
Great to be with you.
Tell us about the growth journey that Chick-fil-A has been on. So it's been a wildly successful business, even in the last 5 to 10 years, unprecedented growth. The brand is as strong as it's ever been. Tell us about that journey that you've been on and what you think some of the key success factors have been in that.
I think the factors are many. If you talk to the folks in marketing, they're going to say it was the cows, and we certainly know that the cows contributed. If you talk to the people in human resources, they're going to say it was the operators that we were able to select. And you talk to the people in the various functions and departments, and they all may have their own unique spin on why we've been so successful, and I think they're all right. I think we as a corporate staff do everything we can to help that operator be successful. And when you get all of this support staff trying to serve that man or woman running that restaurant, the odds of success go up tremendously.
Are there some tactical things that you've seen work really well that others can learn from around how to engage employees, how to engage their channel partners and their operators? Things that they can learn from, or things that haven't worked as well that you'd want to share?
Well, I'll say that we believe the first 40 hours are critical for a staff member. And I would say that would be true in any employee-employer relationship. We actually were challenged on that by Horst Schulze, the former chairman of the Ritz-Carlton. He's a friend of ours and has served us as a thought partner for decades. And he challenged us to make that first 40 hours amazing, because he says it is the most important in a person's career. And so we do a lot to be sure a person is welcomed, they're oriented well, they understand the culture, and of course they'll understand the culture more and more over time, but we try to make a good, fast start with new people. With operators, we think that same principle applies, but we have those men and women in training for 5 weeks after they become an operator. And that's not only when they learn the culture, but they learn how to make the recipes, and they learn the procedures, and they learn the accounting practices. And we basically give them a deep dive on how to operate a Chick-fil-A restaurant. So the practices that work for them are a little different than what we do for the staff. But at the end of the day, what makes it all work is who you select. If we select the right staff member, we select the right operator. If that operator selects the right team member, engagement is much less significant an issue.
How do you convey the brand and get thousands of people aligned around what the brand means and how to deliver the brand? How do you do that with an organization this diverse and this with this kind of distribution across all the operators?
I think our brand is a reflection of the competitive advantage that we have pursued over time. So initially, our brand was about being in shopping malls. And then I think there was a season when our brand was known for great food. Well, that's a wonderful thing, and I think a brand is cumulative over time. And so we made the strategic decision. We wanted to raise the value of service and hospitality. So I think part of getting that out is deciding. I don't want to make it sound easy, but I don't think you can be everything to everyone. And so with the example of service and hospitality, it was Dan Cathy, our chairman, who almost 10 years ago said, we're gonna make service a point of difference. We're gonna make service a competitive advantage. And of course, everyone thought he was crazy, because that's not what happens in a quick service restaurant. He said, there's the opportunity. And so we've worked diligently and consistently after we decided we had to start messaging that over time, reinforcing that, and building systems and building support and building encouragement. And lo and behold, here we are 10 years later, and people are saying, hey, you guys have great service. You're known for hospitality. That was a strategic decision followed by intentional, repetitive communication and reinforcement.
Well, Mark, thank you for taking time to visit with us today and share the Chick-fil-A story and also your personal journey through this, and really appreciate the time.
Thanks for all you do.
Yeah, thank you.